to On the Shelf episode number 53 of
Brutal Battle.
And what we have is two larger distributing, big, well-known breweries for this On the Shelf. Both in 12-ounce cans, too, which is exciting for us. Both hoppy beers as well. So
which, there's just... I mean, there's so many hoppy beers out there.
I know. You were just... Before we started recording, Rebecca was literally saying... It's hard to find beers in stores right now that aren't hoppy.
I mean, not hard, but like it's like everywhere you look is like hoppy, 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 hoppy.
Well, what I said then is I was like amending that hoppy or fruited sours because it's mainly like hoppy beers and fruited sours. You take those away, that's probably like 90% of what's on the shelves, maybe 85.
Yeah, I was going to say 80, but
somewhere in there, but yeah. But anyway, let's get into these beers. I'm very excited about them because these are both breweries that we really respect, have had really great things from. And did you want to do the first one? Because this was a beer you were like, I really want to get that.
Well, because I just love this brewery. So
and the second one was actually one I said I really want to get.
Yeah. So this is by Troegs Independent Brewing. And they are out of Hershey, Pennsylvania. It is, and this is like a newer beer for them. This is their Graffiti Highway IPA. Mm-hmm. And it's like you said, Carlin said, it's a 12-ounce can. It's only 6%. And that's about it.
Okay.
Yeah.
I want to check the date coding on it real quick. Ooh.
Is it old?
Oh, sorry. Oh my gosh. I saw June in the beginning of it, and I was like, oh my gosh, it's from June of last year. No, they're doing freshest by instead. So it's freshest by June. So this one was probably done pretty recently.
I think the beer just came out not that long ago.
Yeah, actually it looks like, and they do have it looks like probably a brew on date down here. That's a different code. Looks like probably end of February.
Yeah.
So we're within 2 months, basically. Okay, cool. I got alarmed. There's potentially an issue with the date code on the second beer, though. Yeah. Like, that one's kind of, it might be a bit past its prime, but we'll suss that out.
Yeah. It's hard to know how they determine when they put these beers on the single shelf.
Yeah. Okay. Very yellow.
Very yellow.
Can't see through it. Kind of hazy.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Smells good.
I immediately got, like, a good amount of pineapple in there. And it's, like, light, fresh pineapple mixed with some other citrusy...
It smells grassy to me.
Yeah, I can see that. The nose is pretty low level.
It is low level.
Which is surprising for Troegs. They usually have pretty pronounced
for a little
noses.
bit more, but, I mean, obviously, the nose is only part of the equation.
What was the ABV of this?
6.
Oh.
Why, you smelling booze?
No, I'm just thinking, like... If it's a very low ABV beer, like maybe that makes sense why the aroma is kind of on the lower end because it would be a little more, light.
Getting a little grapefruit.
Oh yeah, I'm getting like a floral note all of a sudden.
That's funny you say that because my initial sniff, I was like, "This is very floral," and then I was like, "Maybe it's more grassy than floral." But I
definitely flowers.
It's
little perfumey. That's something I don't really like, but. We'll see how it is in the taste. We'll see.
It's just a low level beer.
Yeah, not a lot of flavor going on.
Not a lot of flavor. It has a good mouthfeel though.
Yeah, it really does actually.
Isn't that weird? Like
for 6%, it's a little more.
Has like pretty full
viscous.
body. Yeah. I don't love it. I don't hate it. It's not like my favorite beer of theirs, but
I'm pretty in between on this one. Yeah, it's. Surprisingly low level on the flavor. Troegs typically has really great flavor levels, but...
The more I sip it, the more I'm liking it, though. Like the flavor's building a little bit.
I get a little bit of pine coming through in there. Like a slight pine. I am getting a little bit of that pineapple coming through as well. But it's very like, low.
It's juicy and fruity, but a low level.
It's okay.
Yeah.
This is one of the rare instances where a Troegs beer hasn't made me fully happy.
Yeah.
It's a little.
They're normally pretty consistent.
It's a little yeasty on the finish for me too, which I'm not a big fan of. But I don't know. We'll see. Maybe we'll come back to it after we have the second beer. But
I mean, they can't all be winners all the time.
Yeah. So I'm really excited about this one. This one's by a huge brewery everyone knows, and can get their beers. Sierra Nevada, oh my gosh, Sierra Nevada, I swear, beer is not affecting me right now. Sierra Nevada Brewing out of Chico, California, and Mills River, North Carolina. This is their Hop Bullet Magnum Edition Imperial IPA, 9.5%.
Oh my gosh.
So last episode we had one, we were like, oh, it's 9%. We don't want that in like especially hoppy beers. But here we are again. And 0.5% higher, so we'll see. And the date code on this is what's bothering me a little bit potentially. It's not quite at 4 months in the can, but it's like 3.5. Okay. So it's past the 3-month mark where I'd like to have hoppy beers. But then again, it's an imperial, and a lot of times imperial hoppy beers will hold the flavor a little bit better over time than straight up IPAs. So let's see. I don't know. We'll find out. But it's Sierra Nevada, so I'm like, I gotta give it a go because I really like Sierra Nevada.
You like keyed on this, and I
want it.
I need it.
It's new Sierra Nevada. I want it.
So do they have like a regular hop bullet?
I assume so. I haven't had it. I don't think.
But this one's pretty clear
and very
orange. Yeah,
that's very orange. I mean, just looking at it says syrupy, probably resiny. Just looking at it.
This also has a low level nose.
Yeah, what is up with that? That's weird.
This actually smells a little malty to me.
Yeah, it's pretty malty. It seems very heavy on the malt backbone for this one. I get some pine.
Yeah.
I definitely get some pine. It does smell a little bit syrupy.
Getting some like dehydrated orange.
Yeah, I could see that. But yeah, this is so low level.
I feel like that's it.
This is the episode of low level aromas. I don't understand that. That's very odd.
Yeah.
Well, it's kind of cool that we ended up pairing these two in the same episode then. Because they're both the same on the nose pretty much. Doesn't smell bad though.
Doesn't taste like much either though.
I like that mouthfeel. I don't think it tastes like 9.5%.
No, it really doesn't.
It's syrupy, so you know it's higher ABV, but it's more like sweetness that's coming in and kind of covering up that astringency from the ABV, which I'm down with. I am getting that pine that I said I was getting on the roll.
It's just...
And I'm assuming it's Magnum Edition because it's probably Magnum hops, would be my guess.
Oh.
That's my guess.
Does it say anything on there?
I don't know.
No.
I'm actually, I kind of like this.
I don't really care for it.
I kind of like it. It's reminding me of like old school Imperial IPAs, West Coast style, that were, pretty hoppy or pretty like piney tasting, but also had like this sweet syrupiness to them.
Sure,
There's like a resiny flavor in there as well, which is nice. It's not as robust as I thought it was going to be on the mouthfeel, but I guess that makes sense with the aroma being so low, but I like it though.
You can tell it's boozy, but I wouldn't guess 9.5.
Yeah. No, maybe more like 8.
Yeah, I'm sure.
Feels more appropriate there, but
I really like either of these.
I like it. After having this though, I'm wondering how the Graffiti Highway tastes.
It's going to taste like water.
It gives it a little more flavor.
It does, actually.
A little bit.
I don't know. I'm underwhelmed by both of these, but I have to give the slight edge to Graffiti Highway.
Graffiti Highway is a little more citrusy now.
Yeah.
After that.
It's a little brighter.
Mm-hmm. It's still, like, pretty low level. It's one of those beers that you honestly could ignore if you wanted to when you were drinking it.
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm giving it to the Hot Bullet Magnum Edition.
Okay.
I quite like that. Would I get it again? Probably not. Because if I'm going for that type of flavor, there are other beers that I can get that flavor from that are done better at that ABV or lower ABV.
Yeah.
So, yeah. But, you live and you learn.
Can't all be winners.
That's why we try these beers. We were excited about each of these beers, and now we're a little let down. But that's okay, because we have an entire fridge of beers if we decide that we don't want to finish these.
Yeah, we do.
So, but anyway, thanks everyone for checking this out. As usual, please do us a favor and recommend the podcast to other people. Rate us and review us through whatever podcatcher you end up using. You can email us if you want to get in contact for whatever reason, brutalbattlepodcast@gmail.com. You can be our virtual drinking buddies on Untapped if you want to be a friend with me. I am Carlton Malibu, all one word, spells as it sounds.
I mean, I haven't checked into a beer.
You're
I'm
barely
so
on there.
delinquent. I'm so delinquent.
How many years has it been since you've been on there?
It hasn't been years. I
Maybe
normally only check into beers when we're out.
Okay, got it.
But I didn't at the beer festival we were at last weekend either.
Right, yeah.
So that doesn't apply.
Yep.
So
whenever you feel like it.
Probably the last brewery we were at. What was the last brewery we were at?
Don't remember. I don't remember. But if they want to follow you anyway.
If they want to follow me.
Maybe you'll decide to change your behavior.
I am RubyReb62.
Okay. And then Instagram we have.
Brutal Battle Podcast.
Yes. Okay. Thank you everyone very much for listening. And until next time.
Keep it brutal.